Cleveland travels to Boston tonight in the battle for East supremacy. It's the Cavs and the Celtics right now. Good Friday, everybody, and welcome to the jungle. This is your one-stop shopping guide for everything you need to know to bet the most important regular season game of the season thus far, the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. If you enjoy the content, do me a favor, just hit that thumbs up button. It helps me grow the channel, and make sure you're subbed up so you don't miss out any time new content drops. You also don't want to miss out on becoming a jungle member. Here's what you get. My full betting card, text to your phone every single day. Access to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you're looking to opine on any other bet that you are considering placing. We have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. So we got Boston laying 2 points here at the time of this video, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. It's Boston -2, and the over-under set at 233.5. I think that's a fair over-under. I think it's a very good number. Cleveland, of course, is first in the East. They're 9-1 their last 10. They're 21-6 on the road. Boston second in the East, the defending champs. They're 8-2 in their last 10, 18-10 at home. This is the fourth meeting this year of the two teams. Boston won 2 of their previous 3 games. Now, it's interesting to note, important to note, that in all 3 games so far this season, Tatum was the high scorer for Boston, and Donovan Mitchell was the high scorer for Cleveland. Some player props that I like in this one. We're going to start with this. Of course, I like Donovan Mitchell over 27.5 points. He's been over this in 8 straight games versus Boston. It's just what he does against them. Jason Tatum, in my earlier player prop video that I put out today, I talked about what I like about this bet, and I placed this bet myself. This one's already in. I took him at over 25.5 points on FanDuel. It's playable up to over 26.5 with or without Jaylen Brown. I like this play. Without him, he's over 9 of his last 10. Even with him, his last 6 games against Cleveland has exactly 33 points in 4 of those games. These two guys just go at it when they play each other. When these two teams play each other, they tend to take the reins as the leaders of their teams. But here's some under-the-radar player props that are specific to this matchup. And I'm gonna give them to you. There's 3 props here, okay, that are specific to when Cleveland plays Boston. And that first one is Kristaps Porzingis over 2.5 blocks and steals, over this in 5 straight versus Cleveland. Second one is Derek White of the Celtics over 3.5 rebounds, over in 8 out of 10 versus Cleveland. And the last one's Evan Mobley over 2.5 first quarter rebounds, usually plays almost the whole first quarter, over this in 9 of his last 10 versus Boston. But there's one player prop that's so under the radar in this game with this matchup. I love it. I already bet it. Jungle members bet it. You can have it. It's a Jungle premium play. Just become a member. We have a free weekly trial. Text the number on your screen or go to the website. You'll get it instantly from me. Now, you can cancel your membership if you want. There's no obligation, but you get a free week. Get this player prop. It's going to hit. So I'm going to give you the case for Cleveland on the money line here. I'm going to give you the case for Boston on the money line here. You decide what you want to bet, obviously, and I'll tell you what I bet, what I already bet. Case for Cleveland at 48-10, best record in the NBA, even better than OKC. Okay, they're trying to stake claim as the team to beat in the East. Of course, the Celtics are on the tip of everyone's tongue, and they're the defending champions. So they're trying to really, knock Boston off that platform. It reminds me when Lou Ferrigno was an up-and-coming bodybuilder, and he was trying to knock Arnold Schwarzenegger off the throne in the bodybuilding world. And if you guys have seen the documentary Pumping Iron, you know the story. But Lou Ferrigno was talking to Arnold, and Arnold said, "Why do you think you can beat me, Louie?" And Lou said, "Well, Arnold, you're the king. You're on top of the hill. But I'm the wolf climbing the hill. And the wolf climbing the hill is always hungrier than the wolf on top of the hill." Interesting with Cleveland here. Cleveland is second in points in the NBA, first in 2-point field goal percentage, first in 3-point field goal percentage. They make their shots, man. Second in assist to turnover ratio. Defensively, Cleveland is 10th in points allowed, 4th in field goal percentage allowed, and 4th in defensive rebounds. Boston, statistically, the case for Boston. 6th in points scored, 5th in 2-point percentage, 10th in 3-point percentage. Defensively, third in points allowed in the association, second in three-point percentage allowed, sixth in defensive rebounds, and fourth in second chance points allowed. After all that, what's most important to me in this game, and I factor and consider everything I just mentioned to you statistically, Boston is 7-3 in their last 10 games versus Cleveland. Even more notable to me, Boston just lost to Detroit and did not look good in that game. Listen to this statistic. In their last 16 games off of a loss, Boston is 15-1 straight up with an average margin of victory, I had to triple check this, of 21 points. I'll say that again. In their last 16 games off a loss, which they are, they just lost to Detroit in Detroit, Boston is 15-1 with an average margin of victory of 21 points, and they're 13-2-1 against the spread. Remember that story I told you about Lou Ferrigno, how the wolf climbing the hill is hungrier than the wolf on top of the hill? Well, Arnold's response was the following. Yes, but the food is easier to find on top of the hill. I'll take the Celtics on the money line. I got it for minus 135. I'd take that, or I wouldn't be afraid to lay the 2 points either. Let me know what you like in this game in the comments section, and I'll see you tomorrow with a little more money in your pocket.